going on, Beyond the Market viewers? Thanks for joining us in our cooking demo today. We're going to show you how to incorporate a bunch of fruits and vegetables you can find at any of our farmers markets. Today we're going to be cooking cauliflower bites. It's actually buffalo cauliflower bites. We got our flour, paprika, garlic powder all mixed together already. Salt and pepper, we're going to do that as well. We also have some milk. We have almond milk right now. You guys can use any kind of milk that you want. We also have cauliflower. Usually use a full head. I have a half head because I used some already. Coconut oil, again, you can use vegetable oil, whatever you like. Some honey, and then we got some vinegar and some Worcestershire sauce and our butter for our buffalo sauce, all right? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start cooking our buffalo sauce. So again, anything that you guys wanna use, it's at your discretion. I'm using vegan butter, and then I'm also using coconut oil, so it kind of makes it more of like a vegan buffalo sauce, but you guys can use whatever you like. So what we're gonna first do is we're gonna take our butter. This is about a half cup of butter. We're gonna heat that up. You don't want to totally overcook it, you just want to melt it down, right? So once it's melted down, then we can actually start adding and incorporating all that stuff. This is just hot sauce, right? So this is about a half cup of hot sauce. So you want to use the same amount of butter that you use for the hot sauce, and then kind of incorporate that all together, okay? And then we're gonna throw in our Worcestershire sauce and our vinegar, and that's gonna add a little bit of like, almost like a spicy flavor to that, right? And then we're gonna add some salt and pepper once that's done getting all melted down, okay? When you're doing it, you wanna slowly incorporate it because you don't want it to break up, right? So there's a lot of oils in the actual hot sauce that you wanna keep together. While that's kind of heating up, you guys wanna go over to your ovens and preheat your ovens to 450. When we are gonna put this in the oven, we're gonna have a cookie sheet, and you can use anything you guys want. I just have this nice silicone cooking pad, and it just keeps it from actually sticking to the pan itself. But parchment paper works. Even just greasing the actual pan itself will work. It kind of stick a little bit, but anything that will keep it from sticking to the pan. Okay. So our butter's getting close. So we're gonna add our hot sauce. Okay, add our vinegar and Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna add our coconut oil and our honey as well. And honey just kind of makes it a little bit sweeter, right? Get rid of that. You just want that all to kind of incorporate. Like I said, don't overheat it, because when you do overheat it, that's when all that oil and stuff's gonna separate. Okay, I'm gonna finish it off with some salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt, because that Worcestershire sauce has some salt in it. And then some pepper as well. I'm gonna use a little bit of pepper because we're gonna have pepper in our on a cauliflower, okay? That looks good. We're just gonna turn that off. And residual heat's gonna keep it going and get the rest of that melted. So this buffalo sauce, we're gonna keep it, and we're gonna actually paintbrush our cauliflower when it's in the oven. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all of our ingredients for our batter. Okay, so we got our flour, garlic powder, paprika, okay? That's all in there. Put a little bit of salt and pepper, put a little bit of salt, and we put a lot more pepper, because I like a lot of pepper. And we're gonna whisk all this together with our almond milk. I'm gonna slowly add it, guys, because we want it to get to a certain consistency, right? I want to look almost like pancake batter. So we don't want it too dry and we don't want it too wet. That's what we want. It's gonna help it stick to the actual cauliflower, right? It's not wet. It's still kind of, you know, gumby kind of, right? So the gluten's kind of sticking together too, which is gonna help. Okay, All right, now we're gonna cut up our cauliflower. As you can see, I cut it first in half, right, and that's gonna expose that core, and we wanna take out that core. Right, so we're just gonna cut straight down and take out that core. And kind of go in an angle, so it kind of goes into the cauliflower, so you can get all that core out. We want to save these guys. It's actually really good for stock. If you're doing a vegetable stock, you just throw that right in the pan, and it actually will help your vegetable stock. So kind of just break this apart, and we want to get it to that 1/2 inch size. Right, so that's a good size. So like these bigger ones, we're probably just gonna have to cut them a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this one in 1/3, right? So that's gonna cook a little bit easier. Cauliflower is actually really good in a bunch of different ways, right? I use it for rice. So, you know, I'll use a cheese grater and actually rice it, or even just boil it down and use it as a mash, right? So use it like a mashed potato, which I also enjoy. So many different ways to use cauliflower, but this buffalo bites are gonna be really good, so that looks good. So it's gonna throw that right into our batter. These little pieces we'll just save. We'll throw that in our stock. Okay. So we'll make sure we're getting all of it coated, guys. So even if it breaks up a little bit, that's okay. We just want to make sure that that batter is all over. Get that all in there, incorporated. Okay. So now we're going to put it in our pan. Like I said, make sure you have something on the bottom of the pan so it doesn't stick, right? And we're just space these out evenly. We don't want them touching because it's gonna stick together, right? All right, guys, so now these are all ready. We're gonna put these in the oven. Hopefully you preheated it to 450. And we're gonna cook it for about 20 minutes on one side. And then we're gonna coat it. So I put our buffalo sauce in a bowl. Right, and we're gonna just coat it with just whatever you can. You can use a spoon, but a brush probably works a little bit best. It gets it in all the crevices, right? So yeah, put it in there for 20 minutes, brush it, and then we're gonna turn it again and cook it another 20 minutes and brush it, okay? So put that in the oven. Okay, so this is when it comes out, guys. So, like I said, when we're doing it, we're gonna turn it, and we're just gonna brush it. I'm just gonna brush each one, try and get every little crevice out of it. All right, guys. So after it's done, after that last 20 minutes, the pan is hot. Just make sure that you're careful, but we're gonna take these out. It looks amazing. And there we go, guys. I actually got some ranch for the side. I know I like with my buffalo, I got some lemons. Let's squeeze some lemons on top of it. Let's try one. It's really good. Super easy, super quick. And try different things, guys. Try it with buffalo sauce. Try it with any of your favorite sauces and see what works. But it's a healthy alternative. If you do like wings, this is a healthy alternative to that. We have more recipes, more videos. We got some farmers market videos, some farm visits. You can just visit pcfma.org/eat. Come to the farmers markets and check us out. Thanks, guys.